Hey friends, it's Mayla. I'm back with another video. Today it is early Saturday morning on, what's today's date? July the 18th, I believe. I'm at my parents' house and we got a lot of things to do in the garden today. A big switcheroo. We're going to move some plants that aren't doing so well in certain areas and move them to better areas, and pull a lot of weeds to get the gardens ready for laying mulch. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys what we're going to do today. All right. We are going to start right here with my parents' shade garden area. Y'all look at the at our oak leaf hydrangea. It is not dead. I did a scratch test and it is still green. Don't know what is going on with it, but we are going to move it. I think it is getting the evening sun, which has scorched it. So we're going to move this, and I don't know if it's getting enough water. It may not be getting enough water, but we're going to move it to another area. And we've got a lot of weeding to do here. Look at all those weeds. We have 2 foxtail ferns to plant over here, and just clean this area up. My dad has some pavers that we're going to put along this back wall so that we can get over to the other end without walking in the mulch. We won't do the mulch today because my dad's going to go get a truckload of it, and that won't be until next week, but we're going to get the garden ready for the mulch. We got to pull a few weeds over here. And so let me show you guys my dichondra little strips. It's not doing too well. Weeds are taking back over. So my dad said he's going to till this up again. Don't know when. We're going to till these little strips up again, and he's going to put zoysia grass here. I apologize about the lighting, guys. The sun is right here. Let's head over to the other side. Here is the garden bed that we just turned 2 into 1 the last time I was here. So I had to wait until the airplane went away. Yeah. I'm gonna order some more hostas and plant over here in the fall time. We're gonna pack this out underneath this Japanese maple with hostas, and maybe a couple of astilbe or something like that. But we've got a lot of weeds and grass to pull. And let me show you guys what my dad has finished right here. He has finished enclosing the back of this that was originally open, and you could just see the fence back there. So he has closed this in, and he said he is going to put some shelving up on this wall so that my mom can have more storage area back here. And then this corner over here where it's open into the shade garden, he's going to cover that opening up with lattice. So hopefully we can find something that will grow in the shade up on the lattice. So the macrophylla hydrangea that we dig out of that garden to put to replace it with the oak leaf hydrangea, we have an empty spot down here. See, these are all the macrophyllas. The macrophyllas, that was actually 2 hydrangeas that we split into all these pieces. We're going to put that one and put it right here where we have this empty space. We have a bunch of boxwoods that have seen better days over here. And we really don't do much with this area over here. It's where they keep their garbage cans, and they just have a bunch of boxwoods and things. But I think my dad is like pruning them so narrow that they're just, you know, they're just woody, and all you see is just sticks. So we don't know what we're gonna do with this. Nothing right now though. I'm gonna show you guys my mom's barber cars. I can't even think of the name of it, but look at it. I'm gonna put the name on the screen. It escapes me right now, but she's starting to have one tiny little bloom. I don't have a bloom on mine yet. All I have is leaves. Hers is doing much better than mine. All right, so enough talking. We need to get to work because we got a lot to do today. All right. So we're gonna start off first by planting the 2 foxtail ferns. One there and one there. We'll plant those and then we will weed this area. Not sure. Not that tall. Foxtail fern. This is the Myersii, Myersii. It's an arching habit. It grows, it says height of 24 inches and space it out 24 inches apart. So 2 by 2. It does. This heuchera, it may be dead, not sure. I think it's getting too much sun right there. So I'm gonna move it back here where it's way more shade. And let's see if it comes back. Okay, so it's about 11 o'clock. We have weeded this entire garden bed. We have watered it. We planted the 2 foxtail ferns. One is there and one is there. Pruned pulled out some dead leaves off of a couple of these plants. So now it is ready to be mulched whenever my dad goes and gets his load of mulch. And I think we may end up putting like a row of a juga or something along the front of this border. Something to kind of drape over the edging. My dad is going to till these 2 little strips up and put in some zoysia grass. I'm so sorry about the lighting, y'all. But yeah, we've been out here for about an hour and a half. Has it been an hour and a half? About an hour and a half working, and we need to take a break. So we're gonna go in, cool off, take a water break, and then come out and weed the other garden bed. Let me show you what else I've done before we take our break. Okay, so I dug up the macrophylla hydrangea from back here and put the oak leaf. Y'all, my parents are getting way more sun than I thought they would. So I thought these trees, these big oak trees, has it way more shade than they do. So like I said, it's about 11 o'clock and it is still full sun right here. Probably won't get out of the shade until about out of the sun until about 1. So everything over here is fine right now. I did a scratch test on that oak leaf hydrangea about 2 weeks ago and it still was green. Now it is not green anymore. So that is dead. So I transplanted that for nothing. That is going to be pulled out and we'll probably put a panicle hydrangea there. Probably put maybe 3 of them in a row back there. So my mom wants to brighten up this corner. So I think maybe 3 little limes or 3 firelight tidbits or 3 bobos will be good in this area. After our break, we're going to come back and weed all of this. I also transplanted the macrophylla hydrangea, the big leaf hydrangea over here, the one that we dug out of that flower bed that I just left. We put it there. It has dripped to the bottom. It's been watered in. Has the espoma starter fertilizer to help with the transplant. And so my parents are going to keep a close eye on it. None of these are blooming this year. Don't know why. We only have one that have blooms, and that's this one right here. And there are only 2. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any blooms. I just see leaves coming. So let's go take a break so that we can get back at it. All right, break time is over. Headed back, about to prune some of these drift roses. All right, you guys, we are done. Jackie, you see all of us are sunburned. You see her red rosy cheeks.
Yes.
Supervisor.
Yeah.
Say hello. We are all tired and beat. I'm on my cell phone because, of course, my camera battery has died or I'm out of memory. I don't know. So I did not turn the camera back on, but I am going to turn my phone around and show you guys what we were able to get done today. We are all exhausted. It is, let me show you guys my parents' outdoor thermostat. It shows the temperature, and this one I'm about to show you is in the shade. So that kind of tells you what the temperature is like out here. Hang on. So this is their outdoor thermostat. And it is showing 92 degrees in the shade. So 92 degrees in the shade, you can imagine what it is out here in the sun. Whew, I just had to be, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing any more today. It's time for me to get in the house, cool off, and then drive home so that I can rest the remainder of the day. But I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys what we did. So like I said, we were able to finish all of the weeding in this area. I need to cut back the bloom stalks, the dead bloom stalks of the heuchera. We only have one. The other one that looks like It's on death's door. I removed it from up here and I planted it back there in a shadier spot. This was like a ton of weeds. We got up as much as we can. My dad said he's going to till this up and put down some zoysia grass. We really didn't have to do anything on this side until we mulch it, because there were really no weeds in that bed. Coming around the corner. So I don't know if you remember, but all over here, so that is dead. That is going to be moved. I think we determined that we want to just kind of put maybe some little lime hydrangeas here or some bobo hydrangeas here. Maybe if we do little lime, I might put 2. If we do bobo, I might put 3, depending on what we choose. How many? It'll be 2 or 3. But we removed all of the daylilies and all of the irises that were all packed out right here. The daylilies we put right here. So I pulled out my tiller, tilled it up just a little bit. It is not properly edged. There is no edging stone or anything. We have no plans on doing any of that. Before we mulch this area, what I will do is I will get out my half moon edger and I will dig down and just create a little trench so that when we mulch it, the mulch has somewhere to fall. But we just planted all of the lilies, daylilies that we dug up, and then just put them all here. They had all done, were all done blooming. So I know they look really bad, but they will perk up. And then back over here, the irises that we dug up from over here, we packed them all out over here. So we put them all right here behind this Florida Sunshine Elysium, and then another bulk right here. We divided some of the oh goodness, can't think of the name of the ground cover now, it just slipped my mind, but I divided it and I put a little bit all along the front, a little bit there, put all those pieces there. There's a big clump here, another big clump there, big clump, and then I put a couple right here. I need to divide some more and put like one right there, one right there, and we need to take some from there and put on up to the front. But after we do that, next time we work in the garden, then we will mulch it, we will plant the hydrangeas, and that will be it for this garden bed. I still need to pressure wash the bricks because they have seen better days. Some of them are lighter, some of them are dark. They need to be cleaned. My dad is working back here on the back of the shed. He finished up that side and now he is going to, I know this is my neighbor's backyard, but we put up, helped him put up this backing. I don't know what you call that paper, but then he's going to put up the boards back here, and we're going to remove those 4x4s, and it will not be any fencing back here. The fencing will start here and go this way, and then start there and go that way. Okay guys, so that is going to be it for today. Like I said, we're all tired. We're all ready to go inside and cool off. We still have a lot left to do. My dad is planning for a big Labor Day gathering in his backyard, and he really is trying to get everything ready for that. So he has put me on a time clock to get all these things done. So we'll have to get with it. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming along with us on today at my parents' home, doing a switcheroo. And with that, whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening when you're watching this. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of it. Bye, friends.